Well, hello there, and good evening and good day to all of my friends here on YouTube. We've had a rather active day today, a little bit, here in Jackson, Tennessee today. I'm William Brantley, your reporter, observer, whatever you want to call me. National Weather Service calls me. They're a certified, trained storm spotter from the Bemis, Tennessee area. You name it. I guess I do my best to keep up with climate data and give you a forecast for the next few days momentarily. Of course, there was a tornado warning issued for Jackson-Madison County on the eastern and northeastern side. Back around the 3:15, 3:30, 3:45 time frame, and I believe there was a brief touchdown out in the I forgot the name of the community, somewhere between Beach Bluff and what was that? Spring Creek, somewhere in that area, and it moved on north and dissipated. Didn't cause no damage that I know of. Then we had, of course, a significant weather advisory for Madison County until 3:45 p.m. But we did wind up with a pretty good amount of rain here in the Bemis area. But not everybody in Jackson got a large amount of rain. It was just opposite from what it was like last Wednesday when Northside, near the interstate, got pounded with a lot of rain. Well, today it was Bemis's turn. I guess you can call it that. But anyways, that's pretty much how the day's turned out. We got more rain coming tonight, a steadier downfall though, and we're back to the possibility of thunderstorms by tomorrow afternoon. All of it should be ending by Wednesday night, is the way it appears now. I'll try to read you those details momentarily. Let me go ahead and share with you the climate data first and let you know how things have came out number-wise. As of 5 p.m., it was cloudy skies here in Bemis. It still is cloudy. The temperature was 73 degrees. Yeah, 73 degrees. Not even in the upper 80s this time of the evening. Cooled us off a little bit. 73 degrees was the temperature then, and at 6:28 p.m., it's 72 degrees. Went down 1 degree since 5 o'clock. There's no heat index when you get down that low. It feels comfortable, in other words. Dew point was also 73 degrees at 5 o'clock. Humidity was way up there at 100%. We had northeast winds at the airport, Jackson Airport, at 6 miles per hour. And the barometric pressure was 30.15 inches of mercury. The highest heat index or felt like temperature today did peak out at 85 degrees. That's a little bit more comfortable. That occurred at 12 p.m., by the way. And low this morning was 71 degrees here in the Bemis area. Today's high only got up to 81 degrees. Remember, yesterday it hit 94 degrees. What a cool down. But we got back into the 90s toward about Thursday this week on into next weekend, once the tropical depression Barry leaves us alone, which it'll be a couple of days before that happens. Alright, today's high, like I said, was 81 degrees. Rainfall here in Bemis on Central Avenue, I had 2.35 inches of rainfall, and most of that fell between 3 to 5 p.m., 3 to 5 p.m. 2 inches of it fell between 2:15 to 3 p.m., but I had 35 hundredths more between 4 p.m. to 5 p.m. So the total was 2.35 inches of rain here in Bemis, Tennessee since midnight. I mentioned that to say that the airport, Jackson Airport, only had about 35 hundredths of an inch out there. They're only maybe, 6-7 miles west of me, so less than 10 miles away. It was almost a 2-inch difference. Whew. Now that's a good explanation of scattered thunderstorms. And this time I dumped it on Bemis. That just happens like that sometimes. Alrighty, on with the other numbers. Since midnight through 5 p.m., the lowest humidity would be 82%. Highest would be 100%. Lowest dew point temperature was 70 degrees. The highest was 76 degrees. Lowest barometric pressure would be 30.10, and the highest would be 30.19 inches of mercury. Today's highest wind gust has been 24 miles per hour out of the southwest. The records for today, July 14th, hottest high would be 104 degrees in 1980. The coolest high would be 76 in 1967. The warmest low would be 82 degrees. Boy, imagine waking up to a low of 82 degrees. That happened back in 1984 is when that happened. That's a hot start for a morning, I tell you. But it happened then, 1984. 55 degrees would be the coolest low back in 2001. And today's rainfall record so far is 3.11 inches, and that happened in 2014. Whether we'll break that or not is a little debatable. I was thinking earlier maybe there's a good chance that could happen, but now that the rain has let up a little bit, we might not. Might come close to that amount though, but it'll be midnight before I know for sure. But so far 2.35 inches, and the record's 3.11 in 2014. Alright, that's the basic climate data for the evening. Let me show you the radar and the official track of Tropical Storm Barry and forecast maps, and then I'll read you the local forecast, and that'll be it for the evening, I guess. Let me show you the radar now. As it looks right now, I did a live Facebook earlier today and showed it to you. This is a little bit easier to show it to you on YouTube because I have a backup screen that I don't have with Facebook, but that's another story. The rain is still falling here in Jackson, as you can see. Jackson is right in here. The heaviest rain is off to the east, as you see, over toward Lexington, Parsons and Linden and those areas along the Tennessee River. At least the heaviest has moved to the east of us, but we got some more heavy rain moving in later on tonight and into tomorrow afternoon when Tropical Storm Barry gets a little bit closer to us and all of its rain associated with it as well. Really, it's kind of moving north-northwest, but the main system has gotten far enough east to where we're not going to be under all that yellow and red all that much. We're going to be under the what I call the gentle green, or a little bit of the moderate yellow. As you can see, that extends on down into Mississippi a good little ways. Let me see if I can branch it. See, there's some more down there. And this area right in here. Oh, maybe, I don't know if you can see my hand there or not moving. Let me get a pen just to be sure. This area right here down in Mississippi is moved right up for Jackson, but it'll be a little while before it gets here. Let me go push it down a little bit more. And put Jackson right on the northern tip. Jackson's way up here. Well, I don't even think it's on this map. I done got it too far north. Jackson's right in here. I can't even see it now. I think Jackson's right. I'll tell you what. Let me pick up the thing and maybe I can see it better. If I don't mess it up. Right there's Jackson, I think. And all of this is yet to move through down in Mississippi. Of course, it seems to be kind of shrinking and redeveloping as it moves north. That's going to happen throughout the evening. Let me see how far south I got to go to really run. It goes almost all the way down to the Gulf of Mexico. That's one of the bands along the east side of Mississippi. Another band over here stretching way down Louisiana, all the way down to Jackson, Mississippi. And what is the name of that town? Meridian, Mississippi. All that's yet to come up toward us, toward the Jackson area in West Tennessee as the evening progresses. So we got quite a bit of rain to still have to deal with. Let me get Jackson kind of back in the center. The heaviest has moved over into northwestern Alabama, but this is pretty heavy right in here too. So all this is going just missing Jackson, literally by a few miles, but we're going to still get into all this heavy stuff down here as the evening wears on. Alright, that's part of the flash flood watch. It's still valid until tomorrow evening or tomorrow night for all of West Tennessee, including Madison County, but still not including Henry, Benton, or Decatur counties in West Tennessee. Those are the only counties not included in the flash flood watch. Alright, let me put this back down over Jackson a little bit. Now I might get a little closer just in case I decide to come back in a few moments. Looks like it's raining pretty good over in Lexington, Parsons, and all the way over to Linden. And looks like it's just getting started good in Paris, Tennessee, up in those areas as I speak. Let me lift it up so you can see a little bit better. And on down along the Tennessee River, of course. Collinwood, Rangerboro, Clifton, Linden, and those areas just west of Hohenwald over in Middle Tennessee. Just to name a few locations there. Alright, let me move on to the satellite picture. Satellite picture supports all of this nicely. As you can see, plenty of clouds over the area. Actually, there's a little sunshine over in East Tennessee. Cool. We'll get some by Thursday, I believe. And it's kind of clear over there in the western sections of Arkansas. But this area here is where all the clouds is associated with Tropical Storm Barry. Let me move it on down toward the Gulf and see it all the way down to the Gulf now. It's stretching all the way from the Gulf all the way to West Tennessee. The circulation's in this area right in here. Southwestern Arkansas, I believe. But it's kind of hard to define it since it's now a tropical storm. It's not even a hurricane anymore, so it lost its eye. Matter of fact, it wouldn't surprise me if by tomorrow or no later than Tuesday that the National Hurricane Center discontinues advisories on this particular storm because it'll become a regular low pressure system by tomorrow. So they may discontinue some of these tracks that I'm fixing to show you, and it'll just be a regular low pressure by then, probably. Alright, speaking of that, let me go ahead and show you the latest track from the National Hurricane Center as of 4 p.m. 35 mile an hour sustained winds is getting on down there some, moving north at 9 miles per hour. As you can see, as of 4 p.m., it's right along the Louisiana-Arkansas state line down there. As you can see, by tomorrow afternoon, it should be not far from Fayetteville, Arkansas, between Little Rock and Fayetteville there. Or is it? I believe it's Fayetteville over there. And then by 1 a.m. Tuesday morning, it'll be up there and not far from Springfield, Missouri, kind of in that area. And then by 1 p.m. Tuesday afternoon, it'd be on up there southwest of St. Louis. That's in the Jefferson City area there, near there, I think. If I can remember, the city's up in St. Louis. There you see the location. They're not showing anything further than that. It'll probably wind on up in Illinois by Tuesday, later Tuesday night, early Wednesday morning. But no specifics on that at the moment. If it does, it'll be a tropical depression up there as well, or just a plain old low pressure by then, which is basically what it is now. But that's the very latest from them as of 4 p.m. Central Daylight Time. But remember, the rain extends all the way over to the Tennessee River, despite, even though it's not going right over us. If it was going something, if it came on up and done this, it would probably had more wind out of it too. But it's going up way over here, and we're way over here, and a lot of precipitation's right along in here, the edge of it, and most of the down in through here. So it keeps the wind, strong winds out of it, with the exception of an isolated severe thunderstorm here and there, or an isolated tornado warning like we had earlier today ourselves. Alright, let's move on to the current surface map. According to the Weather Channel, it doesn't even show a low pressure on the map. That's because it's almost too weak to be called one at the moment. It does show a high pressure, oddly enough, right over West Tennessee. How about that? A tropical storm down there, northwest corner of Louisiana, and yet a high pressure over West Tennessee, and we're still getting some pretty good rain out of it. Boy, how nature reacts sometimes. Alright, there you see where all the precipitation is nationally. Most of it's in our part of the country, a few little scattered spots out west or north of us. There's a warm front that moved through the other day, and that's pretty much where all the precipitation is across the country tonight. And let's look at tomorrow's forecast maps. Also, according to the Weather Channel, tomorrow morning, hey, I found a low pressure finally right on the Texas-Arkansas, Louisiana border. And it looks like tomorrow morning the rain's going to be fairly heavy here in even West Tennessee, light over Middle Tennessee. There you see the area of coverage there all the way down to the Gulf of Mexico still. And that's really going to be the only part of the country that gets any precipitation tomorrow morning. It's right in the general lower Mississippi Valley in general. Alright, that's tomorrow morning's forecast map. Tomorrow afternoon, it doesn't change a lot. Still low pressure getting a little bit closer to Little Rock. And there you see where it's at. And it looks like the showers let up just a little bit in intensity over here in West Tennessee, but except for in the southern sections, we're still dark green. There you see the area there. And that's really about it again for the country tomorrow at midday. Alright. Let's see what it looks like by tomorrow night. It actually starts shrinking a little bit. It's not quite as widespread by tomorrow night. According to this map, it's going to be the heaviest is going to be concentrated in Arkansas. It's going to be lighter here in West Tennessee, but heavier up in Missouri, according to this map. And again, this is going to be the main area of precipitation by tomorrow night, according to the Weather Channel. Alrighty. I heard something outdoors, or at least I thought I did. I don't know what it is, so I'm going to go ahead and go on. Let me turn the camera around. I tell you what, let me focus it on the radar one more time before I do that and see how the radar is looking. It hasn't changed much since a few moments ago. Let me narrow it down so I can see it a little bit better. It's still pretty heavily along the Tennessee River from Paris down to Collinwood and Savannah area, Range Roll, and down that area. And it's getting ready to start moving into Lawrenceburg before too long. But mainly lighter and some yellow starting to get closer to Jackson from down around the Collierville area, moving north. I'm going to go way on there to get some red, all the way down to Starkville almost, to get some red. But that's moving north, as I mentioned to you a moment ago. I guess I better turn the thing around on me and read you the cast and be quiet for the rest of the night. I'm sure sometimes them lengthy videos kind of get, I'm not going to say boring, but, I better hush. I just better read the forecast and worry about those details later. And if I don't get choked up too much. Now here's the forecast for the rest of the night for the next few days. It's updated as of 6:05 p.m. Mostly cloudy skies the rest of tonight. Mainly just rain though. 60% chance of that. 60 to 80% chance of that for the rest of tonight. And on into after midnight it becomes a 90% chance. Mostly cloudy skies, 90% chance of more showers tomorrow till noon. Then a 60% chance of some thunderstorms developing again tomorrow afternoon. Low temperature tomorrow morning near 69 degrees. Tomorrow's high of only 83 degrees tomorrow. By the way, the sun sets tonight at 8:11 p.m. and rises tomorrow morning at 5:50 a.m. The moon will be rising tonight, even though we won't see it, at 6:34 p.m. and be setting at 3:50 a.m. tomorrow morning. Of course, we won't really see the sun either. See the light from it, just won't see it itself, since it's going to be cloudy tomorrow. Sun rises again at 5:50 a.m., sets at 8:11 p.m. tomorrow night. Alright, on into Tuesday. Mostly cloudy with an 80% chance of more showers and thunderstorms. That jumps up to 90% by Tuesday night. Low of 71, high of 85, with southwest winds at 10 to 20 miles per hour. Incidentally, the full moon's going to be complete by Tuesday night. It rises at 8:16 p.m. and be setting at 5:29 a.m. Wednesday morning. And on into Wednesday, speaking of Wednesday, mostly cloudy skies, the last day that the tropical depression will be affecting us. There'll be 80% chance of some showers and thunderstorms just about all day till Wednesday night, then becoming fair. Low of 72, high of 88. It's going to start warming up again with southwest winds at 10 to 20 miles per hour. Finally, by Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, and Sunday, it's going to be mostly clear skies from Thursday through Sunday. There is a small 20% chance of a scattered afternoon shower or thunderstorm on Thursday. Otherwise, generally fair. Low of 73, high of 92. On Thursday, mostly fair Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Low of 73, high of 93 on Friday. Low of 73, high of 94 on Saturday. Low of 74 and high of 94 on Sunday. That kind of gives you an idea of what the weather's going to be like for the next few days. Next chance for rain after this coming weekend will be next Monday. 40% chance of a few scattered afternoon showers and thunderstorms by then. Generally fair, however. 73 and 93 for the low and high for then. In the meantime, be cautious tonight and tomorrow and the next couple of days, at least through Wednesday, for the possibilities of flash flooding rain in our general area. And tomorrow afternoon and possibly Tuesday afternoon, we have another round of possible thunderstorms coming our way, and some of them could be briefly, locally heavy to possibly even severe when they move through. By the time the whole system's out of here, by I'll say Thursday morning, if not sooner, we could get up to close to 4.5 to 5 inches of rain total of all those days put together. So far, I'm already at 2.35. So, who knows? Well, alrighty, that's it for tonight. That's the latest forecast I have for you. And I hope you have a very pleasant rest of Sunday and a fairly decent Monday coming up, despite the weather. And I hope to have an update for you again, of course, tomorrow night. And until then, good night, and may God bless each and every one of you from Bemis, Tennessee. Thank you and good night.